fun and games. We got everything you want, just call out our names. Whatever you may need, we'll make your dreams come true. In the Svenzone, the adventure awaits for you. Step into the magic, feel the energy. Open up your mind, set your spirit free. Welcome to the Svenzone. Oh, 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 oh. Welcome to the Svenzone. Take a step and go. Welcome to the Svenzone. You'll never be alone. Welcome to the Svenzone. You'll never be alone. Welcome to the Svenzone, where dreams are shown. Zone, where the music plays, dancing in the moonlight, enjoying sunny days. In this world of wonder, anything is possible. Come along and join us, let's make it unforgettable. All your hopes and fears, they will disappear. Feel the love and joy, let it all be clear. Welcome to the Svenzone. Oh, 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 oh. Welcome to the Svenzone. Take a step and go. Welcome to the Svenzone. You'll never be alone. Welcome to the Svenzone. You'll never be alone. Welcome to the Svenzone, where dreams are shown. Where dreams are shown. Welcome to the Svenzone. Oh, 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 oh. Welcome to the Svenzone. Take a step and go. Welcome to the Svenzone. Oh, 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 oh. Welcome to the Svenzone. Take a step and go. Welcome to the Svenzone. You'll never be alone. Welcome to the Svenzone. You'll never be alone. Welcome to the Svenzone, where dreams are shown. Oh, yeah, where dreams are shown.
Ethernet cable broke while I was plugging in my computer at 6:30. So I literally just drove to Target and back to get an Ethernet cord.
Okay.
My computer does not do wireless. It is hard Ethernet only.
Nice.
It's great. Everything runs really fast. I can game pretty well on it. It's awesome. It's also shit because the second I get unplugged from the Ethernet cord, it gets fucky. So
Right, so just give me a moment to go ahead and throw a new picture on there. Nick. There we go. There he is. Ta-da. All right, so Nick, you are on a stream. All right, Mantha's connecting. You guys can connect again. And here we go. Drum roll. Let's see. Because the problem is when I stream, I have the scale UI at 110%. for the stream. For the DM, I have it at either 80 or 85. Because I have so many things that I need to have open at any given time. So to have the DM one at 110 just means that it makes it
DM
very
can't multitask.
much harder to have multiple things open.
Mm.
But you guys can now join again.
Attempting.
Yeah, sitting and attempting perennially.
I had to restart my Fantasy Grounds halfway through acquiring file list, and then it worked the second time.
And my finishing ground just cut off.
Yes, I
Try
had to kick everybody else. I had to kick everybody off. It was from me.
Fine.
Cancel.
Fine.
I'm gonna have to do the same thing. Close up my fancy ground completely and reopen it. All right, I show Reno connecting and Mantha. The only two I show connecting.
Mm. Tempting.
There you go. There's Reno. Kendrick.
Yay. It worked the second time. Had to close out and start over.
I guess I'll do the same.
I mean, I did tell you guys to, but don't listen to me.
I was waiting for
Third
mine to
time
even
going.
Yay! It
even
worked
get
for
to
me.
the,
Thank
acquire.
goodness. All right.
Yeah. In my defense, I had already closed by and had attempted, and then I was just doing it again. Oh, hey, it's working now.
Yes, I
We
show
blame Mantha.
Nick connecting.
I just had to wait for my turn.
All right, so while it is loading, welcome back. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. We are doing some D&D in the Svenzone. There have been a lot of changes in Fantasy Grounds. They did it's 4. Let's see, does it say here what the version is? It is now. I have so many extensions.
It is version 4.
4.7.1. Yep. 4.7.1. So
7.1.
4.7 is the newest one that they just dropped 2
On
weeks
the
ago.
29th. Oh,
There
or
you go.
not.
On the 29th.
It
Well,
says
no.
right here 25/4/29.
Oh yeah, it was updated on the 29th. Yeah. They've made changes today as they make updates and things. But there we go.
Fantasy Grounds is still, I think, the best platform to game online with when it comes to this style of game. I've seen a bunch of other stuff. I've used a bunch of other stuff. Fantasy Grounds is constantly updating, and when they promise something, they deliver on it. So I'm very happy with Fantasy Grounds.
There
And
are
chance to buy Discord.
Yeah, there are things that are prettier. There are foundries are prettier. VTT. There are a couple other ones that look prettier. The graphics are a little bit better. But when it comes to so if you were playing Foundry, you would have your basic character sheet, and that's pretty much it. So anytime you roll an attack, you still have to add manually all your numbers for everything. Anytime you make a saving throw, you have to add all the numbers. Fantasy Grounds does all that automation for you, especially when you have weird stuff like sneak attacks and items
Isn't
things.
that a function of servers? Wouldn't it be a function of the servers, and that, so as they get bigger, they'll have better servers to do that mathematical stuff?
Sure. I don't know exactly the ramifications of computer programming and how that works. I don't know. But I just know that I'm agreeing with what Mike is saying. Roll20 is started off as being close to Fantasy Grounds and had some better things like line of sight and some other things that Fantasy Grounds did not have when I first started this back in the day when we had to, everything was black and white. Nowadays,
Back in the day.
we have surpassed Roll20 with the cool stuff we can do as DMs and things, and effects I can make, and I can make a map completely from scratch. And with this is the only the virtual tabletop you can do that from, and pretty quickly too. I can do it in a matter of minutes. Just have throw together, trees and water
It's
and
because
stuff.
you rock, man. You rock and roll.
Thank you. Any hoozle. So yeah, it's.
But you're also the son of the Grand Master.
A lot
the
of
OG.
That's right. A lot of the people made complaints about minor things that people whined about, and so they did 4.7 is fixing most of those whinings. So there are some things. So if multiple people move at the same time, like when we're out of combat, but I still have the tokens locked for some reason, I can now approve everybody's move at once with one click instead of having to individually click everybody.
Okay, and just so you know, that was not me complaining this time.
That's
I
right.
am not at fault.
Now, when you draw your movements and stuff, as we'll see tonight, it's a lot simpler and easier to read how far away you are from each other. Your movement is much easier to read now. It doesn't have those big arrows that they used to have with the tiny 100 feet away reading there. So little things like that. If you look at your character sheets, you'll see that you now have a giant die, an actual 20-sided die symbol next to everything you can roll instead of the tiny little purple dice icon that used to be where you could roll.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
In my opinion, things like that weren't broken. They didn't really need to be fixed. But we have. I'm old school, and people like it. And they also got rid of all of the radial menus. So when you right click anywhere, instead of getting the radial menu, you now have drop down menus.
Drop down, yeah, I see that. That's
so
cool.
Again, I personally didn't think it needed to be fixed, but enough people like it's more common for most gaming systems and games and things that are out there to have the drop down instead of the radial. So they went with the more modern and common convention. All right, so when you guys last left, you were on your way to White Plume Mountain because you had been chosen to take on the task of trying to find these artifacts. You had destroyed this ritualistic gate, sold some stuff in Neverwinter, bought some mounts, and then started to head toward White Plume Mountain again. Taugen did some research as well. You came to a waterfall, a series of waterfalls, very pretty, nice looking place. Here's the overhead map. So you can see how nice and prettified. And then back to the 2D map because it's better. You heard some singing and then realized the man bathing himself is actually really far away. And it's a big dude. And turned out that there were several giants there. They had a couple pets as well. And you guys killed the spellcaster. And so now you're down to one single giant. It is still light rain, low winds. It's about 53 degrees as you guys are finishing up the fight.
Are we actually finishing up?
Why do I have two? There shouldn't be two. Let me make sure I am. No. All right. Let me look at my map. See why I'm showing two on the stream. It's just a random picture laying in the middle of nowhere. All right, so we will get rid of this. Delete token. All right, there we go. All right, so if you're looking at the map, looks like everybody has the map open. You'll see your mounts are just fine. They're back along the hill. Everyone has dismounted at this point. You have Godin and Scrambles. Scrambles is walking on the water. Godin is in the water with his spiritual weapon. They just killed one of the pets that were specifically designed and hated divine spellcasters. So they turned and attacked Godin as soon as he cast the spell. So those were destroyed. Then you have Tiny Toggin. He reduced himself. You guys haven't asked
What
him.
happens when you gamble?
You haven't asked him, so you don't know if he did that on purpose. But he's reduced. Still casting spells, still killing things. And then all the way to the east, you have
It's not showing me this.
Jackson in hand-to-hand combat with the last foe, who is almost or completely. He is almost unhurt. He has like one little slash on him.
The big guy in front of me?
Correct.
The big, okay. Yeah, okay.
We are in round 9. Let me go ahead and put this out there as well. Here's the Sirenscape.
Sirenscape. Let's see.
All right. Any questions? Anything else you guys wanted to add to the story as we get going here? Per usual. Unless. Go ahead.
Just mentioning that the giant that is left has amnesia. Mentioning that before they get their turn.
It does. You are correct. It is on it's in the combat tracker. All right, we know you're going to say something?
I was just asking if I was still raging or not. I'm not seeing it in my...
For the combat tracker, you are
It's
not
saying
raging.
anything.
I don't know that you ever started.
Okay. Yeah, I think maybe I was too far, I don't know. Yeah, I was too far away in the first move, but I guess I forgot about it after that.
All right, so Taugen, we are starting with you. Let me zoom in. I'm going to try to move the map around a little bit to show peeps on the stream what's going on. What would you like to do?
Okay. It's a good question. I've been considering trying to I've got both hold person and hold monster, and I'm not sure which one would work on them, but
You can give me an Arcana check.
Let's see, I don't have Arcana out. Why is it? A little bit. Let's see. Good. Thank you.
All right, so
The hill giant, the only thing we currently see that's an enemy.
yes.
correct.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
I am 90% sure, but I want to make sure be 100% sure before I say anything. Correct. These are giants are not humanoids, so
That's stupid.
you cannot hold a giant.
You mean
With hold person.
I'm like, wait a second. You can't hold them at all.
Oh, they're not monsters either, so That's not what the hold monster says. It doesn't say one monster. It says a creature. They are creatures. Unless this
But
is
then would
an
hold
illusion.
monster work on people?
Yes.
Oh shit, for real?
It's a much higher level spell, but yes. Hold
Okay,
monster
okay.
does work on people. It's just a level 5, whereas hold person's like level 2 or 3.
When you cast it on a person, it also does damage to their ego.
One of our artifacts deals with that. I do believe. I'll look at it.
Okay, well, it's gonna take a lot of charges of the solution propulsion mechanism, but Tiny Toggin goes ahead and hoists up this tiny gun that also shrunk with him, and he's going to go ahead and try to use it to hold monster.
I didn't hear any of that.
And would you share that for the hold monster spell? Should have waited until he failed or saved, but go ahead. Alright, so he'll be paralyzed. Cool. Could be undead. You don't know. You haven't done chill touch on him yet, so you don't know. You don't have a paladin to do the check either.
Ooh, he got a 16 for my 17, so he fails. And so he is going to go ahead and be paralyzed.
Why is it not coming up?
Actually, I think that might be automatically coded. We are going to see if it works.
So I was incorrect in my recap. I had said that you killed the spellcaster, but no, you had not killed the spellcaster. This is the spellcaster, and this is the only one that you have not killed. Anyhoozle.
And then Toggin is going to go ahead and move 10 feet. And then that is all of his turn. Sorry, it took me a while, guys.
Alright, so you can see. I don't know what you guys can see. Actually, I do know what you guys can see because I can see the player version right here.
Ooh.
So if you look at his movement, you can see it's a much. You can see it a little clearer now. His token is tiny because he is, but the movement itself is easier to see.
Oh my god.
All right, Scrambles. You are walking on the water?
Sweet. Scrambles is going to.
Something water.
He's going to try to gain some ground here and move. So I'm going to move. It'll be a total of 60. I think. Yeah.
Okay, bring up.
Just going to run that way.
All right, so you're running on the water. You don't have to worry about traps or anything else, so you're fine.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's my whole move is moving over there. So I'm gonna run over there and then bonus action, I'm gonna pop out my echo, and that's what I'll be doing. As soon as I can find, there it is. There's the assets. That's it. Oh,
Wow. This isn't working. Fuck.
All right, so that's there.
yep.
Jackson. Here you go. This thing is in front of you.
Okay. Well, I guess I am going to hit it with my great axe.
Okay, so you're gonna step up.
He's the only one left, so there's no point in going into a rage, I would believe.
Okay.
You weren't already in a raid?
No.
That's what I said. I thought I was, but Sven
Oh
saying
wait,
no.
I think you had to move too far and you hadn't been attacked or attacked, so I think it dropped.
Ah, that was it. Okay, sweet. But there's the only guy left, and I think we can handle him ourselves. So let's go with the great axe, magic axe. Damn it! So he's already targeted now. Now he's targeted. God, okay, there we go. And I'll do this. Come on, babe. 21 attack. Hit. Yes, awesome.
So yes, you did use up one of your rages. So you were
had
in a
used up
rage
one, yeah.
and lost it.
Right. I think that was from the past. And I used it twice, so there we go. Okay.
All right. So you have
Do that again.
one more hit.
Yep. Going with it. Backswing. Here we go. Oh, baby. Yeah. Awesome. Give me something good now. What do I got here? All right.
All right. So a couple swings with your axe slice into this thing as it's backing up. And actually, no, it's not moving at all. It should be. Does it have the paralyze on it?
On the
Should,
axe.
yes. I believe that's why he rolled at advantage.
I didn't roll advantage. I don't know. Oh, I see. Oh, plus. It's all plus, but 28.
All right. So that did
Yeah,
not do what it's supposed to do.
It's a level 7.
Let me just double check and make sure I'm reading this right. Probably gonna have to re-roll those. Let me see. Yep. If you are within 5 feet. So I don't know why it wasn't doing it. Let me clear this off. All right. So down on the bottom next to your negative value,
Modifier.
it says critical. Click that. Roll your damage again.
Again, okay. There we go. Come on, baby. Oh, that was almost a 5. Phew. Just sitting on the edge of the screen there.
Did you click the
Did you
critical
click
button?
critical?
I'm sorry?
Get next
Said-
to the modifier. Click the critical button.
Yeah. I did not do that. So now I roll again. Or, yeah, let's roll again. Critical. But you're saying that I'm rolling the damaged one after pressing critical, right?
Yes.
Okay, making sure. There we go. Let's see what we got. Ooh, average, not too bad.
Now do it one more time. Click critical and then roll again because you hit twice. When it's being held,
Oh, there was,
it is paralyzed. And it takes any
okay.
hit
All right.
as long as you're within 5 feet is a crit.
Wow. Well, that was a nice one. Damn. So was the other one, wasn't it? Yeah, 36, 29. That's pretty good.
All right, so as you step up, you see that this thing stops moving, and you slice into her twice with your axe.
It's something that,
I'll hex you for that one.
All right, got him.
Second.
okay.
Oops. Sorry, I'm trying to. I forgot to set up my higher level for the guiding bolt since I'm using it again. That was time. All right, so I need to move.
Okay, you are in water. You have half movement.
Half movement.
Correct. Swimming
Yeah,
is
let's do it.
difficult terrain. Now you can step out of the water and go around.
Same effect. Well, I guess as far as I can move, that's not going to be close enough to do anything. So I will drink one of my potions.
All right.
All right. I will dig into my pouch, which is calling to me out of my bag of holding.
And Reno, whatever,
And
your mic is hot. If you could. Sean, touch.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you.
Not doing anything.
All right. So while you're applying the, are you gonna move your
So then I-
spiritual weapon?
kill it. It's gone.
Okay.
Delete it. There we go. And I don't have anybody targeted. So target myself. And use my potion of spirit healing.
Using your what?
Potion of super rearing and healing. Super rear.
Superior?
Yeah, super rare. Also super rare. Superior healing, yes. That is all. That will end my turn. There it is.
All right. I forgot that she can do this. So Jackson, you would have had to make a save. And I'm going to give you advantage on it.
Wait,
What was that?
what is it doing?
Jackson was making a save as after he attacks her. And let's see, this should automatically roll the saving throw for amnesia. I don't see the one. Oh, I do see both. So it should roll both. Let's see. Nope. It failed. It did. It did it, but she failed both.
Oh,
So
yeah. With a -1 save. That's sad.
all right, Jackson, back to you.
I'm whacking him again. So I should be. So is he still critical on these or not?
You have to hit.
Am I doing this? I have to hit first. Okay, that's my mistake. I will hit. Here we go. No, maybe not. Hell yeah.
All right.
Now I
So
press critical.
press critical, and then wait a moment. When you're done with
Okay.
that, roll the damage. Click critical
Roll
and roll
damage.
damage.
Yep. Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Now, click the ADV, the advantage button.
Yeah. Okay. And critical?
Nope. Just hold on.
I do nothing.
All right. So as you attack this thing, you become frightened. So give me just a moment.
Well, I have a resistance to frightening.
All right, so you don't have to do anything. You don't have to run. You don't have to do anything else. You just have a disadvantage, and you can't move closer to them, but you're already adjacent to them. So go ahead and roll again.
Okay.
Roll your attack.
Okay. Give me a second.
All right, so click the critical.
Critical.
You still hit on a 3.
That's right. I'm badass. Oh, there we go. That's a nice one. Ooh.
That was a nice one.
All right, scrambles.
Okay. Let's see if we can get closer this time. 30 feet puts me there. I can pop my echo 5, 10, 15. Still not close enough, so I'm just going to move the echo here. Is that 20 feet still? Yeah. Move it there. I'm going to do a range attack. I don't normally do range attacks because
Okay, so go ahead
they're
and
not
select
for
it.
me.
Target it by holding control and left clicking it. Why is Godin showing? That's weird. There you go. And so you can see the way they changed it. It's a little easier to see the distance and such.
I have it selected. I clicked the use power thing. Did that work or no?
No, what are you trying to do?
So slap. Oh, I found it. Never mind. Cast. Is there a reason I have advantage?
It's not moving.
Oh, cool.
All right, roll your damage.
Damage.
And what do we see?
Oh, that's a great question. Oh yeah, these big purple tendrils come out. And they shoot out big purple tendril-y things, and they wrap around them, and they're on fire a little bit. And they grab onto him and hurt him, and then effect. I have him frightened now. And that's my turn.
All right, there's no save for that.
I don't know. That's a great question. No, the roll is a cast attack. I don't think there's a save. It just says cast attack.
So slap. Let's see.
Well, if he rolled to attack, I would assume they wouldn't also have to save.
That's what I was thinking too. I had to roll to hit him. I rolled to hit him.
All right, and I think you need to do. Let me see. You are 10th. Okay, next level you'll do another D4. All right,
Cool. That's what I'm up to right now.
cool.
And then I'll
Taugen.
pass in turn.
All right. Well, now that Toggen's got her restrained, confused, all of the above, he gets to cast his favorite spell. Woo! So he's gonna go ahead and cast Chill Touch on the giant. That's a hit. So this like skeletal hand made out of like blue magic that looks like electricity, moves like water. It reaches out and I should have put a pause on the reduced. So it should be doing 11 damage instead of 8. Because reduced only reduces damage if you are doing like melee attacks and stuff. And this is magic. But she can't
Maybe
regain
your
hit points.
hand is a little smaller too. Your chill touch hand would be smaller.
Okay, and do do smaller races then do less damage? Is the meta just to all play Minotaurs?
Just like the giants, mage hand and chill touch does more damage. All right, it's been fixed.
Awesome. Tuggen is moving another 10 feet. And that's his turn.
All right. Let me just add something real quick. Okay.
I'll hex you for
Got
that
it.
one.
Is your hex target? Oh, no, never mind. You can apply it to somebody else within a certain range. Never mind.
Let's see if that gets me close enough or not. Where are my bells? Come on. There it is.
Sorry, I'm about to spam chat for a quick moment.
Oh, I think we're targeting. Let's go 110.
110.
Woohoo! I'm within 120. I can do it. Guiding bolt. Upcast for 3.
Okay.
There's that. And first the range attack.
Nice.
That hit. Awesome. Radiant damage as the sun comes down from above and burns him.
Woo!
All right.
He is, for all intents and purposes, sparkly again. And I will. That work?
I cannot do anything, so here we go. See if they save.
Now that was a
Not with a
magnificent.
7 and a 4.
I've just realized that in order to not be amnesia'd anymore, I need to
Scrambles.
roll a nat 20.
Nice.
You serious?
Scrambles your go. Yeah, she's not an intelligence caster. So
Mike, is your mic muted?
Oh, sorry. I didn't know I was muted. Okay. Scrambles is now finally closing the gap.
Woo!
Here. Boom. I will move there.
okay, are you moving your echo?
No, I'm going to bonus action pop my echo up. 5, 10, 15? Here. So I will let that one die. Poof this one here next to me once I am here. So my echo is flanking with Jackson. I will attack with Lay Echo. And see if we can do some damage. And we hit him. Let's do some damage.
Okay, I did not hear anything you said, but I see the rolls because my mic got popped out. And I can just click the new accept all button and everybody moves at once.
Wow!
So I'm going to let the old echo die and just pop a new echo is what I'm doing.
Right.
'Cause
So
my
hold
echo
on.
doesn't move very far.
If so, what you need to do is because this thing is held, click the critical button.
Okay.
And then re-roll your damage.
Okay.
Every hit against it is a critical. If you're within 5 feet.
Cool.
There you go.
Wow.
All right, so what do we see?
Scrambles
is
gets
unmoving.
teleported. Scrambles gets teleported back after being banished from a cozy paradise. Pops down onto the water around real quick, assesses the situation, and sees a giant forever away. So he sprints all the way over there. Jackson is in front of him. Jackson's hacking at it. I shoot some purple tendril thingies out that grab onto it and burn it a little bit. And then my next turn, I run over, pop the echo, bring the Rakdos axe down through it. Soul gets sucked up into the axe.
All right, and with
I
that,
assume it has a soul, right?
it does.
Cool. Not anymore, it doesn't.
Nice. Okay, and with that, we are out of combat. Close everything down. There we go. All right, so Toggin eventually retains his size, normal size. Let me pop. Let me get rid of the. There you go. All right, so the bodies of the cats are working their way downstream. The giants don't get very far. They just get to the next white section and then get stuck on the sandbars.
I'd like to fish the cat bodies out of the river. And I know that they're not fish and they're cats.
With what?
My hands. I can walk on water, so I'll just walk out there, grab it,
Sorry, going AFK.
pick it up, and then drag it over to the shoulder of the sandbar.
Okay. So these are lions with girly heads.
Yeah,
So you can
they're
do it
weird
one at a
looking.
time.
Yes.
And
See.
let me go find.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it as nicely as I can. If I'm able to pick them up, like fireman carry style, I'll do it that way. I don't know. I'm pretty strong, but I don't know how weird and big and dead these things are.
I'm back.
That's what these things are. They are. I was trying to double check. Couldn't remember. Oh, they're a medium creature, so they're more like a cougar. The size of a cougar. All right, so you.
Grambros
I'll
has
say
taken down
the second one's going to take you. You know, you're going to have to hustle to get over there because this river is moving pretty fast with all the water and stuff. But you're able to do it, and they were also pretty far upstream. And actually, one of them is not in the water, so I take that back. One of them was in the water that got him killed, and the other one is still up on the cliff face. Switch back for the stream. There we go. So the second one's way up here by on the cliff face up here. All right.
Scrambles is
go
going
ahead.
to ask Toggin for help because Toggin's a little bit better than Scrambles is at doing outdoorsy type shit, and he's gonna ask Toggin to help him field dress one of them so we can eat it if that's something if people do that, and then if not, I would like to quarter one up so I can send it home in pieces, like the Trinity Killer from Dexter. Want to gently and as nicely as I can quarter one up so that it was small enough to fit in my box. And I would like Toggin's help with that because he's good at survival.
And we're out of combat though, right? Completely.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
So
If that's
can I
something-
gradually? I need to work my way back up to my mount. It's like
Yep.
took a circuit to his root. I don't
Correct.
know how long it'll take me, but that's what I'm doing right now.
You can climb up the cliff, or you can walk your way around to the more safe areas. Either
On a
one.
scale of 1 to 10, how difficult do you figure this cliff is to climb for a
For you,
strong guy?
it's raining, so as long as you don't roll a 1 or a 2, you'll be fine on your athletics check. It's more of a luck thing because of the rain.
Oh, I thought I had something.
I am just going to have that one dude
Nice.
bring mine down to me.
Oh yeah, I forgot you
That's
hired
cheating.
somebody for the elephant.
We have a handler, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
let him.
you have a handler. He's like a half a mile away from me.
No, we all
I
have
know.
a handler. It's just, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but he's too far from my mount.
I don't know where he is, so, but I want that fool to do
I
it.
assume he's by the
Okay.
elephant.
Yes, he stays with Tantar unless otherwise told to do something else.
Okay, cool. Well then, yeah, I'll whistle. Whew, whew.
Like will he sacrifice his life so that we can get away? So
No,
Absolutely not. He
probably
already thought that he was gonna die out here.
probably will die, but and he's
exactly.
expecting to, but no, he would not
He's a
arbitrarily do it. Um, to answer your question, Mantha, it is control
he's a squishy.
and the mouse wheel.
Working in a group of giants.
You want to go all the way out to the edge, touch the edge. There you go.
Wow.
Anyway,
All right, so double
now
check
that
and make sure
Tuggins-
you're and you don't have any lingering effects on you folks from the fight that shouldn't be there.
If it's been more than 10, if it's more than 10 minutes, then I can get rid of my.
It will be, yes. So as
I'll get rid of my
Scrambles is
necrotic.
gathering stuff and he's
And
starting to do
then
that.
I have a. It looks like I have a hex on me. Is that how long does that last? That disadvantage on check charisma or something like that?
I got a spell on you.
There you go. It's
Thank you.
gone.
That should be it.
By the way, I have immune to glare on myself. Is that something that I need to still have?
And into glare. That's cool.
It would be 24 hours, but
What kind of glare?
I
Like the
think it
glare
was
of the
from
sun?
like the
Or like
mummies
when
or
somebody's pissed
something.
off at you?
it's the giant.
Oh, it was the giant? Okay. Never mind. I thought it was from like 2 fights ago.
No, I was right. It's from the giant glare. Okay, cool. I think immune to glare from the sun would be pretty useful, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't need sunglasses. Just walk right through. I see fun.
That's right. Are you guys taking a short rest here, or are you gonna press on? What is your plan?
I need some
Let's
wounds healed, so
yeah.
We
Definitely.
could,
Let's take the short rest here.
Okay.
Just because we are also trying to do stuff with the bodies and such.
Yeah, and that'll give us time to like loot the bodies if they're. I
There
don't think
is.
there's anything on them, but we could.
Oh, there it is. So are we going to where you guys all are, Toggin and Jackson and Scramble? Is that
I
where we're
think
gonna
that's
meet
the
the rest?
general direction we're moving in.
So I will work my way there with Stay Longer.
with what?
My mount's name is Stay Longer. My first mount was Stay. Stay didn't stay. He got
Didn't
killed.
stay too
So
good.
Stay Longer. Yeah, he stayed. Yeah, he stayed forever in the same spot.
He did not stay the test of time.
Before we're
It's
doing
something
all
gotta get me
this,
first.
Talkin's going to go ahead and he'll jack him up to bloody.
Make me my horse great.
And use a healing kit on him too. They haven't done that this week or today.
Okay, so let me do mine first because I can only heal him up to half.
That makes sense. I was thinking about doing the same thing with my channel divinity, but I didn't think it would be worth it to use a potential. 40 or
Nobody
50
else here is bloody, right?
Except for me.
Okay, cool.
All right, so I'm
So I
gonna
just
push a
do
short
that.
rest then.
I can't use one of my biddies for a short rest, right? I
You
mean,
can.
for recall of all my damage.
So, I mean,
My
you can
HP.
use your hit dice.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm working on it. I just got to find my healer kit. Give me a second.
This is this one right here, I think, right? Let's see what happens. This is a practice roll. That was a practice roll.
Clear.
I'm
Black some.
rolling the wrong thing, aren't I?
Yes. You want the 2 dice. The
I've
die
only
there
one
it
die.
says HD 10.
That's better. A little bit better. One better. Yikes. Okay, well, that's better, I
That
guess,
gave me
right?
18 healing.
I'm down to 34 now.
And you can
Scrambles
do
to
that
26.
again if you want. You have 9 of
Oh, I can?
those. You get
All
5
right,
of them
I will
back
use-
each day. So if you can use up to 5 for free.
Oh, awesome. That's a do-over right
If you
there.
use more than 5, then you get back. You don't get them back at the end of the night.
Has everybody drank all their Toggins treatments potions?
No, I'm doing one right now.
It's been empty for a while, man. You've been neglecting us with those potions.
Inventory.
Are you sure, or have you not been using them?
You sure about that? I have one.
Potion of, I got Supreme. I got.
I use it. I'm gonna use my one. I'm putting my inventory to
Since
0.
I obviously have one, then I'm going to use it. Or should I wait? Potion of healing, target potion.
Use it, please. I can't make more unless you drink it.
Got it. How the fuck do you?
I
Is it
apparently
a-
have a few, so I'm gonna go ahead and
it
force
a
feed a
healing or
couple.
Is
Okay,
it?
so how do I?
It's just a
how do
normal
I-
potion
Go
of
ahead and give
healing.
me a D4.
So it's
Got it.
2d4 plus 2.
Yes.
Hey, I hear
Micah, give me. I'm just gonna delete that and just re-roll it.
Okay, so it's 2d4 plus 2. Okay.
You re-roll once.
4.
You should have it can't. It should have it coded as Toggins treatment.
I don't. I have a potion of healing, but I don't have a Toggins treatment potion. But that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's
Yours
potion
is
of
fine.
healing.
About the same thing. Why isn't it showing up? That's weird.
How many things that I want to say?
There we go.
So I got 7 from Taugen's potion.
Toggin gave 1 to Scrambles.
All right, so
and
scrambles,
he'll
you
give
still need to
another
re-roll
one to
yours.
Jackson.
There you go. All right, Godden got his 3, and then Toggin, you need to re-roll a D4.
I did.
You did
Right
that.
after.
Okay, so you get 3 more. Did you adjust it already?
No,
I re-rolled
this
it.
one is
Okay.
for Scrambles. It's not for me.
So you
I
got it.
re-rolled it. Gave me 9.
Perfect.
Sweet.
So I
And
should
then
still
Godden.
be damaged by 3.
I think you're more damaged than that, but that's all right.
Right.
Actually, we're the only ones that have any damage.
Let me use my mass healing words. This is crappy anyways. Just use the for the people that are left have a little bit of damage. Target, scrambles, me.
We're also taking a short rest, so they can use hit dice too.
He already did. He already pushed it, and he already used his hit die.
I'd like
One,
to use my
two,
hit die, but I
three.
wasn't sure if everybody was done doing what they were doing, so I'm gonna
No,
use
he's
the hit
not
die now.
done. Hold on. She's doing.
No, just hold off. Yeah, because I should be able to get you done right now. 7.
Oh, cool. But I was waiting for. I thought someone was doing something cool.
And I should have. No, I still have. Yes, I should have my 1. We're using a spell. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Blessed healer. 1, 2, 3. Cool.
Anyway, y'all cool with hanging out for an extra 10 minutes after our short rest so Toggin can make some more healing potions?
Indeed.
Oh, I
Cool.
didn't see.
Yeah, it works for me.
I was very damaged, so.
What were you saying, Kendrick?
I didn't see that you had damage.
Down
It
3.
is 3 hit points. All that.
Right.
So Tuggin
Sounds-
goes around and collects all the vials of the potions that you guys just drank.
Sweet.
He shoves one more that he had towards Scrambles. So go ahead and put your quantity to 1. And then
Heck
he's
yeah,
going to
thank
go ahead and take 10 minutes to go ahead and make more. It's been a minute. I think I roll a d4.
Sweet. I have mine. Thank you, Togen.
I have.
Awesome.
I thought the potions had the 2d4 plus 4 or whatever it was I rolled. Plus 2.
It's 2d4 plus 2. That's what they do.
Okay.
And he will go ahead and
I'm just
give-
seeing 1d4. That's why I'm asking.
what?
The 2 rolls you just rolled? It's 1d4. And aren't they supposed
Yes.
to be 2d4?
So that's not me rolling healing. That is me rolling to see how many I make.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And so after he makes them, he goes ahead and gives 1 to Jackson and gives 1 to Godin. So each of you both have a potion.
Cool.
Woo!
However,
Okay.
I can still utilize my HP on the front, correct? One more time or something? If I wanted
Yes.
to,
Correct.
right now.
You still-
You're down 6. You have 122 hit points. Now you're fully healed.
Woohoo.
Woo!
How did I heal that much? I thought I was at 15.
I've been healing you.
You have, okay.
I used a couple,
Thank-
yeah, I used a couple of mass ones to get Tuggan and you the last one, and me and myself and whoever else was still scrambled at one
Okay.
point. The last few
Cool.
scratches are all done.
Well, it's awesome.
I love
I didn't
having
know you-
1.5 healers.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I wanted to use the HP instead of the potion. So that's why.
I used my potion, and then she got me another one.
Right.
All right, so you guys finish messing around here, and let me make sure that you got the XP for this. Circle of Filth and Waterfall. Okay, there we go. Boom. Waterfall. All right, so you found they had some trinkets. Do any of you want to roll from for their trinkets?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes, I do want to roll for my trinket.
Definitely.
So each of you get to roll once, since there are 3 of them. You should each have it.
Rolling.
Should pop up in the middle of your screen.
What are they? I'm getting no pop-ups.
Okay,
fuck is
try it
that?
again. Jackson. The hell was that?
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, it left again. Damn it. Oh, come on. I don't know why. I don't know why they keep not being the top page when they come up. Okay. I just roll the roll part.
Correct.
See how that goes. Holy crap. That was cool. I didn't do that. That was me. That was me.
All right, so that's what they are. You find scrambles. You find a glass cylinder, and when you put it over a candle, there's distorted shadows of moving creatures all on the walls. So it's like a nightlight.
You
One of
should
those
totally add to
fish
that to
ones.
your performance.
And then you get a small. Toggin finds a small book of children's nursery rhymes, and Jackson, you find a glass jar with this weird bit of flesh floating in pickling fluid.
Lovely.
Yummy.
Thought I could. Okay, I don't have number 139. A small worn book of children's nursery rhymes and stories.
No,
That would be a lot more.
that's Toggins. You can trade if Toggin wants to trade with you, but
What do you mean? Oh, I wrote. Oh, yeah, I thought. My mistake.
what you
81
guys
is mine.
found. Toggin, you also find a bag on the that is magicated on the spellcaster.
Ooh.
Brightly
Wait.
colored pieces of cloth sewn together with fine thread and a leather strap.
You know, on a hunch, Falcon's gonna like take it like uh away from where the water is. So like over here. And then he's going to try turning that bag inside out.
Give me a percentile.
What is this over here?
All right, so it does not turn inside out.
Oh,
As it
okay.
opens, it folds into a 3x3 square.
The bag.
What? That's so cool.
And that's what it is. Oh, it's not ID'd. Okay.
Hey
That's
guys,
what it
it's a
is.
bag.
So unless Scrambles wants this, or I presume Toggin wants it for his
Talking for sure
other
wants it.
stuff.
Scrambles is more than happy to give it to Taugen. Not give it, but like I'm not gonna put my cast in for it. You know what I mean? Like this is clearly a Taugen item. 100%. That's him. No worries. I'm not even gonna entertain the fact that I'm looking at him. I go, oh, that's really cool for you, Taugen. Yeah. Like that's clearly something you think is cool and that you will use far more than me. It's not about my shit.
Right now, there is um, 2 spices that you cook with. The rest of it are berries or roots, things that you would eat. So you can take them out if you want and replant them with something else. But and like I said, it does still you still have to take care of it. But
I have a question. It says it only provides light, sunlight, or darkness, not both.
correct.
What does that mean? It's always
So
going
if
to
you
be
want to
sunlight in
grow,
there?
if you want to grow mushrooms, then it would provide darkness. If you want to grow normal things, you can do. It would give you light.
But is it giving me light on a regular basis, or is it shining all the time?
No, it's basically just growing what you plant in there.
Okay, cool.
It provides the sunlight to the plants within.
Got it.
So if you stick it up to your eye and sort of look through the little bag hole, you can see. Oh, yeah. I see it's showing shining light in there, like a viewfinder. All right, so you guys finish your short rest and take off again.
That weird item I found. I know what it is. Did you put it in the bag or the group thing so I can put it in my inventory? Because I don't know how to do that.
I will
the
I'll
party
do
sheet
that during our
eventually.
break here in a few minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be right now. I'm just saying whenever you get a second.
They do not come with actual items made, so yes, I'll have to.
Yeah, I
I'll be
figured as
making
much.
them.
Oh, cool. No worries then.
Mantha, you can use a book. If you search for items in book, there are tons of books. Just make a copy of one, and then you can adjust it. All right. And so, Jackson, we're going to keep your glass jar. Are you giving it to Scrambles to send back to Abraxa? Or are you
I'm going to talk to
throwing it
Taga
away?
and see what he thinks. That it's up his alley more, so I'm going to show it to Taga.
I think you should drink it.
I think you should drink.
I will drink it. It is pickled.
Neener.
I'll drink it. It's just a pickled thing. Who knows?
Don't tell that to
Please
Scramble.
refrain from eating it before we've had a chance to look at it.
You guys, it's just a pickle.
Check if it's magical for one thing.
It is pickled flesh. It's not just like a cucumber. It's like
It could be a pig's foot or something, you know. Flesh from a pig's foot. Anyway, yes, chat magic check is essential. You gonna do it? Or am I
I'd
gonna do it?
like to try to identify what that is. I'm good with
So
survival.
you
I'm
know
good
the
with
solution
medicine.
is pickling solution. The flesh itself is going to be much harder to try to figure out what it is. Plus, especially because it's been in the brine for so long.
I can chew it
But
and tell you what it is right now.
you can give me a medicine check. Try to figure out what type, and a nature check.
What's pickling? It's a baby pickle.
Nice.
All right, and as you guys are getting ready to head out and start messing around with this thing, the rain picks up and gets stronger. All right, so you realize this is like a piece of flesh of something, sort of like a pork rind that hasn't been deep fried. But you don't, it's not from an animal that you recognize. You think it might be, your best guess is maybe orc.
All right.
Mm.
Well, I'm telling the group that I do not know what these comes from. Not something I've ever butchered before. Might be orc, but I do not know.
It tastes
Scrambles, if you
delicious.
have eaten orc before, and not pork,
I have not eaten an orc, I don't think.
well,
I'll bet you have.
if you want to eat it, tell us if it tastes like orc.
I'll try it if you guys want me to try it. I'll do it.
You wanted to try it.
No, he was taking the dare that Jackson said.
He was willing to try it. There is a difference.
Yeah. This is all your guys' idea.
He's not a scared
Yeah,
little
for
wuss
sure.
like Jackson is. That's his point. He was afraid
Come on,
to drink it.
That's why.
I
All right.
sense some goading from the DM.
I'm just trying to explain Scramble's line of thinking. All right,
It's
so
just
you guys,
meat floating in pickle juice. That's all. That's all he was thinking. Yeah, we'll just drink it.
it's true.
It's one of the easiest ways to preserve meat. You just pickle it. So yeah, who knows?
Mhm.
All right, so
So,
like I said, the
anyway.
rain picks up as you guys start heading out and start trudging along. We could pull up the map, show you guys where you are. As you, I'll zoom in a little bit. So you know that the mountain itself, you expect to get there tomorrow, but you're not traveling straight to the mountain. You're going to go to the city at its base. So give me a survival check.
But I'm
You're leaving
assuming
there.
Scrambles is helping
You
me.
took a long rest, so you leave, and then you're eating because it's lunchtime. So you're leaving at about noon. Although it's hard to tell because of the heavy rain, but um, wind picks up a little bit, so it's low winds, heavy rain.
Wow.
All right, with a 20. You are able to make it the rest of the way to the city. Well, it's not a city, it's a small, tiny village. Give me perception checks. Mostly just want to see who notices it first.
God damn it.
Probably not us.
Yeah.
All right, and Godin, give me a perception check. Hell, this is not the 24th.
Oops. Wrong button.
25th. Okay.
I'll be back in 1 second.
All right, so Godin, you notice it first. City that you're in, I mean the tiny um, village you're in is called Briskdale. All right, I need to ask one quick question.
Sorry.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right, so I asked you to think about this earlier. So I'm truncating the question.
Yes.
You guys come in from the south. As you guys come into the village, um, Godin, you see this dark black shape uh, sort of move around the wall as you guys come in. Um, it looks like a very large cat, like a panther.
Ooh.
All right.
Here.
Which for someone our
Oops.
size is something like a large house cat.
Bobcat.
There it is. So I typed in the wrong thing. It helps.
I will point
There
it
it
out
is.
to Scramble and say, "Hey, look, there's our new pet."
Heck yeah.
Oh, so.
No.
I'll be the Tiger King.
It's sort of, like I said, it's
Why?
just sitting at the corner,
What large teeth you have, Grandma?
sitting at the corner of the wall, and then as you guys are moving in to enter the city, it sort of goes around the corner and up and out. Um, but as you guys are coming in, you hear
I'm gonna have
a ruckus, and you see, as you come into the middle of the town, you see this goblin has been bound and hands are tied above their head, and the rope has been looped over it's like almost like a flagpole dais thing, and so
On the days, on the
his
days.
feet are about 6 feet 6 inches off the ground. It's been gagged, and you see that there's some. Um, he's got some bruising on his face, and the town. You hear a couple people yelling, "You don't want any of these filthy goblins in here. You just here to cause trouble." And one of them yells out, "He stole my pie. It was baking in the window." Another one yells, "He turned me into a newt." And they're all
Why
upset.
was he baking in the window? That's just weird.
What would you guys like to do?
Scrabbles
Man, I
over there quickly because stealing pies and stealing things and turning people into new sounds like typical freaking Grimmy behavior. So he's gonna
this is Grimmy.
make sure it's not Grimmy.
Oh yeah, good Chuck, good call. I will turn to Dog and say, if it's a dirty goblin, all they have to do is wash it.
Give me, I said it is raining. It's heavy rain right now. Give me a insight check, Scrambles.
Doggin would also like to rush over that way.
Okay. So you see he is conscious. He's sort of struggling and blinking as the rain water blink is going in his eyes, and he sees you, and his eyes get really big. Um,
Oh dear, is it Grimmy?
Toggin, go ahead and roll. Oh, you're just rushing over there. Okay, yeah. So, Scrambles and Toggin do a little light jog in that direction, and the rest of the people, as Scrambles comes up, they sort of stumble back away from you, and see your
As they
gear,
should.
see your armor and things, and your backpacks and things, and takes them a second, and
Can I try to get like a read on the crowd of like how truthful they seem to be?
give me an insight check. So Scrambles, he definitely has a similar facial build, and the ears are similar to Grimmy, but this is not Grimmy.
Does he know Grimmy? Is he related to Grimmy?
I'm sure if he thinks that it'll save him, he will say yes, he's related to Grimmy for sure.
The
We can enslave. We can have another slave.
two people who yelled out clearly the guy is not a newt, and it's raining, pouring rain. You don't air pies in your window in the heavy rain, so it was clear.
Oh, good call.
The two of them, at least, are lying. Um,
Tuggin's going to kind of mumble over to Scrambles because I don't know how much we need to be in this town. I am feeling inclined to make some enemies here.
and at
Are
that,
you okay with that?
I mean, I'm moving a lot closer as well. I'm not
the
into people
goblins,
getting beat in the middle of the town.
the goblins, bites through finally gets through
Gag?
the gag.
Hey,
If
these
he
guys
yells
dumped me in the
sanctuary
middle of the
enough,
night.
Wait, I'm sorry. Do that again, Nick.
Please, please save me. They jumped me in the middle of the night.
I thought for a second he was going to say parlay,
He
and we were
was
going to have to do a
sneaking around. Who would come into our village in the middle of the night except for a thief?
I'm the one who bought the room from you.
Stolen gold, probably. They're sort of backing away from Scrambles and Toggin.
Yeah, I'm approaching as well with my mace of death in my hands
Okay.
now.
So, question, Micah, how was Scrambles' reaction to Toggin saying he would like to make some enemies? Are you like nodding along or like shaking your head violently?
I
He's like
I
a little
I,
getting
I
position.
stand upright, crack all of my fingers in like my neck, and then I look
Oh yeah,
around.
he's going through it.
I'm looking for anybody in this area around me that looks like a sheriff or a guard or like they have some type of authority. And if there's none of those things obvious, I'm looking for the person who I think would have authority.
So there's one man, middle-aged man, slightly overweight, who has a silk shirt, and
That's good enough for me.
and it's roughly it would be roughly if it wasn't raining, um, but he's clearly the best dressed person here. He has a wide brimmed hat that's stopping
Okay.
all the rain from hitting his face. He's just sort of standing toward the back, just watching what people are doing.
Gribbles will reach into his pouch and grab a handful of precious stones. I have a bunch of them. I'm going to grab a handful of them, let's say 5. And I'm just going to walk by towards that guy and just go, "We're taking the goblin," and throw the precious stones, not at him, but like towards him like a lob, you know? Not aggressive, but like, "This is your fucking money. Here you go. I'm throwing it at you." And then I'm going to turn and go to set the goblin free. That is what Scrambles is doing. And he's smiling ear to ear. It's after he throws all the precious stones, he's grinning ear to ear as he walks towards the goblin.
Okay.
He's just hoping somebody will do some dumb shit.
As he's doing that, I'm going to walk up
I'm
and
in
basically
danger.
put my back to Scrambles and just look menacingly at the crowd if anybody wants to try and stop.
All right. So the gems don't hit the ground as this guy, in a surprising display of agility,
Feet of
steps
Yes,
forward
agility,
and
okay.
catches them. And he says, "Very well. No harm done. Hopefully, we can still do business with you. Welcome to Brisdale. You all get back to work. You know better than this. I tried." And as they start dispersing, he's like, "I tried to tell him that this is probably just an adventurer, not. It doesn't look like the normal goblins that we've seen. It's been probably 5 years since we've seen a real goblin in here. So
Is
You
this
guys enjoy
fake?
the rest of your night.
Is this a fake goblin? Did we get scammed?
Pretty sure it's not real.
That's fucking
Um,
hilarious.
And he will walk off, and we will take our break as he drops to the ground.
you let me
Um,
down, please.
as he drops
Thank
to the
you.
ground, and describe what they see.
I go over there and I just crush the cage. Just fucking kill the shit out of it.
Oh, yeah, I'm just like, I was like tied up to a
100%
pole.
kidding. 100% kidding.
Uh, you see what looks to be kind of like a crappy, young-looking goblin. Messy hair, large ears with a lot of earrings in them. Kind of wearing what looks to be this kind of a nice, studded leather armor that has some like wing motifs on it. Uh, and on top of that, he is wearing this like ratty cloak that has all these various patches on them. Um, that have different icons on them. Um, I don't know where the rest of my stuff is at the moment. Uh, Presumably it's not on me because they dragged me out of my room and tied me up. Um, yeah. But yeah, the scrappy young goblin. He yeah, you know, not sure how familiar you are with goblins. So he may look old, he may look young. You aren't sure. He
It's
traveled
okay.
doesn't
with
All
look
one
too
for a
old.
goblins
while.
look like children to me.
Yeah, we we
Uh,
traveled with one for a little while.
He looks like a teenager. Um, yeah. You do note that he does have what looks to be like a gold monocle that he's wearing, and like after he drops down, he grabs the chain that like had fallen that's like attached to his ear that he and just like puts it back in place. And anyone who's uh a little bit more perceptive can see it's just there is no like lens in the monocle,
Ah,
but it's some tiny runes on the around the rim.
Cool, cool,
Um,
cool.
All right, so we'll go
yeah.
ahead and take our break here. We will be back at 47.
Those are the stones that I threw out. I just removed them from my inventory.
Okay.
Just so that way you know. I don't think it'll matter, but just in case, that's what I grabbed into my pocket and threw out in my pouch.
Perfect. All right, guys. See you in 10. All right, we are back. I'm adding the cylinder to your inventory. All right, so Scrambles, you have the glass cylinder. All right, so as you guys look around, you see that this is clearly built for adventurers. Let me make sure everybody is here. All right, so if you haven't already, click the little chat box. Let me know you're alive. Looks like we have at least 4 of you. So as you look around, you see there's a blacksmith, there's large stables, there's an inn, there's a small restaurant, there's a little general goods store, and a bunch of little homes. Some gardens are spread out all behind all the houses. So it looks like they're trying. There's a one area that has a bunch of chickens and a couple goats. There's a cow in there as well. So looks like they pretty much have enough to sustain themselves. And then as the adventurers, however, have been coming to White Plume Mountain, that's where they try to make their money.
Cool beats.
You guys head back over to the inn. What are you guys saying or doing as you're walking over to the inn?
So Scrabbles is going to look down at the goblin. He goes, "I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name."
Oh, you want to know my name? Well, it's Boblin.
Your name is
Fucking
Goblin?
Boblin the Goblin.
Oh, Boblin.
Oh my gosh.
Name. I mean,
Ah,
Do you
I
know?
have been known to fuck every once in a while, but giant fella. But you know, just fine.
Okay. Do you know
Thank you
Grimmy
enough.
by chance?
For
It's okay if you don't know him.
runs the festival outside of Neverwinter.
Yes, he does. Oh shit, you do know Grimmy. Cool beats. Hopefully you're good people.
I had a,
Grimmy's good
yeah,
Oh,
he's a distant cousin of mine. Actually, I visited his fair a couple months back. It was actually a really fun experience. Nice seeing all the goblins working and not just thieving.
Yeah, I agree. I like
Um,
Grimmy.
this
really, I
one
can't
here
thank
was
you enough.
responsible for the
I owe you guys my
fireworks.
life.
Oh, that's okay. We
The
run into
fireworks
stuff
one.
like
He
this
was
a
very
lot.
sad that he was unable to continue to do that.
Yeah. So, Boblin, you said you had stuff. Did you see where they took it? Maybe we can go get it back.
Last you saw was
Well, it was
in
in my room.
Yep.
Room in the inn. I was, napping, and well, next thing I know, a little whack on the back of the head, and waking up, being strung up. Yeah, not it kind of sucked. Not the first time I tied up, but well, this was less enjoyable. Um, uh, uh, but truly, I would you guys for helping me. My services are at your disposal until I have cleared this life. I owe you.
Oh, like a Wookiee life debt situation.
What is this Wookiee you speak of?
I have Wookiee the Goblin as well. It's a goblin legend.
Ah,
Good deed deserves another. You saved my life, I'm now your problem. Kind of
cool.
deal.
Hey, how do you feel about moving around horses and elephants?
Seen an elephant. I mean, so long as I like Maury, it's fine.
Ah, well, I'm sure we can find something for you to do. And Scrambles will reach into his
This
bag
whole
of
time,
holding.
the goblin is just looking straight up at you.
Fine. Yeah.
Clarify,
Scrambles does a
goblin
lot
is
of.
just over 3 feet tall.
Yeah. Figured
Oh
as
yeah,
much.
no, we are a party of extremely tall guys. So
Yep. So Scribbles will
your
reach
neck
around
will get
his bag of
tired soon.
holding, and he pulls out his little jacket that used to be Grimmy's jacket. He kind of shakes the dust off of it, and it has a little number on it. I don't remember what number Grimmy was. I want to say like 3 or 2. We'll call it 3. Because I think at the time it was me and Jackson, and so Grimmy was 3. And
Well, he was
Our company has since
give him a number to be like he could move up kind of thing, like a motivation thing. I can't remember either.
yeah, but it was a number.
Wait, so the goblins in the dungeon weren't the first ones that you did the company restructuring thing to?
No.
I wasn't aware it was a recurring bit.
Oh yeah, we got numbers. We're like corporate and stuff.
It's a long time ago, though. I mean,
Dust it off, and he'll hand it to Bob
feels like
Looney.
an age. I don't remember when that was, like in our time. A while back.
He goes, "Here you go. You can have this until we find your stuff. It'll tell everybody that you're with us, and you have some sway to the group. So until we can find what you're best at, you can hang around with us if you'd like."
Oh, great. Well, I mean, this solves. Hey, sure. I'll put on the jacket with the number on it.
On top of his other cloak
I mean,
that has
yeah,
a bunch of.
I just put it on top of the cloak. Yeah, I do not
there
take off
any-
the cloak. I put it on top of the cloak.
Are there any like
No.
runes on the cloak, or is it just patchwork?
Patches of with
Is it-
items on it.
The cloak, is there runes on it, or is it just like?
No, that-
Is there a pattern to it?
I don't know, it's like
Oh, okay.
like this patch, it has what looks to be like a little vial on it that's red. This patch has just like a big black circle on it. This one has what looks to be a door on it, and this one has a little horse. Yeah, it's it's a fun little jacket or a little robe. It's full of
I
useful
know what that
items.
is.
Is it? Is there a story to that robe? Is there a purpose? I mean, it's very cool looking.
Oh, well, much of a story to it. It is magical. I kind of found it in a dump. Um, well, less the dump, more sewers. Don't worry, I washed it. I mean, yeah, no, it's a little magical. Like you can see, there's like places where some of the patches are missing. Like there very clearly was a patch there, and now it's like torn off. There's just a hole in the jacket or in the cloak.
It's like
Yeah, no,
Harry
you
Potter.
tear off a patch, and whatever item it represents appears. So, like,
Well,
this
that's awesome.
patch, I'm pretty sure is supposed to be a potion of healing. So if I tore this off, I would have a potion of healing at my disposal.
It's like Harry
So yeah,
Potter
now
meets
got a number of
Boy Scouts.
That's awesome.
Yes.
yep. Yeah, so I got a number of items. Heck, I got a rowboat here. Got just a pole, a lantern, rope, etc.
Pretty
A
freaking
number of
cool.
patches.
That's actually really freaking cool.
Yeah.
By the way, I hear you like turning people into newts, eh? I prefer frogs myself, but what is it about the newt that draws you in?
Um.
Yeah.
That I did not turn that guy into a newt. I actually have no idea what I was talking about. Uh, truly, I showed him a magic trick earlier when we were playing cards. I mean, I beat him at cards. Maybe that's why he was sore. Um, but where I just like showed him a little bug, and I uh, like waved my hand, and then like a little caterpillar, like kind of like appears, like floating above my hand, just kind of like floating in circles. Um, little nice little party trick, and then I like flick my hand, and the illusion disappears.
Toggin looks like visibly disappointed that you didn't turn that guy into a newt.
Yeah.
Gribbles leads over to Tog and he goes, "Hey, if you still want to kill everybody here, bud, I'm down." But they chose the path of nonviolence. So
Toggin was so looking forward to being able to turn some people in the crowd into frogs because they were accusing Boblin of turning them into newts.
Yeah, would have been funny.
All right, so you guys heading to the inn. Bobbin runs upstairs. All your stuff is still there. The little
Cool.
alarm trap things you had set haven't been disturbed, so you know nobody messed with any of your stuff.
It's almost disappointing.
I come down. I have like this little like shoulder satchel bag. A nice little pouch that's on my shoulder, on my belt, rapier, and then what looks to be like a staff with like a little sling attached to the end of it. All right, looks like I got all my staff.
That's awesome.
By
All
the
right.
way, what sorts of skills are you specialized in? Most of us here are fighters, but Godden over there casts magic, and I do as well.
You
Well, I mean, I got a little bit of magic at my disposal, more of a fixie stuff.
you would
Some
recognize the symbol of
self-preservation, some
Sylvanas on Godin that he has displayed. You recognize that. You probably have never seen it on a bugbear before, but you would recognize it. Scrambles also has the symbol of Rakdos
Okay.
on his axe. You may or may not know that, but you recognize it as a symbol of some sort. And you can smell some of the herbs and things that Toggin has from on his backpack and his pouch and stuff. He's potpourri-esque scent.
Yeah, I got a little bit of arcane knowledge here. Really just parlor tricks. Was never one to study. Um, a little bit of alchemy knowledge there, and I know my way around a lockpick or two. A little bit of a sneaky fellow. I'm actually a little annoyed that the people were able to sneak up on me and whack me in the back of the head. I mean, that's my thing. Anyways,
Understandable.
oh yeah, I'm an arcane trickster rogue.
Awesome.
Jackson, since it's your favorite thing in the world, you see this barely sticking out of his. That's not the picture I wanted. What the hell? Sticking out of his sack that he has. His rod. Here it is.
I don't know. Jackson shouldn't be staring at his sack. Seems wrong.
Stop staring at people's sacks. That's weird. Where are my manners? I have not properly introduced myself. I am Toggin River Chaser Cathoclan. It is a pleasure to meet you.
oh, and where are my
Me too as
manners?
well. Talking.
I have also not introduced myself. My name is
Oh God. Here we
Scribbles
go.
the Death Dealer.
Oh, where's the
AKA.
rest of your team?
Oh,
You interrupted him. Keep on.
you were
Keep
getting
going.
AKA the
Yeah, there you
Heartbreak Kid, aka the Tamer of Manacores, aka the Destroyer of Dragons, aka the Master of the Mad Mage's Dungeons, aka Scourge of the Seven Seas, aka the Basilisk Bruiser, aka the Butcher of Rakdos, aka Lord of the Scrambled Manor, and Friend of Durnan.
And friend of Durnan.
Then I do like a cool little bow, and I like dab on him.
At your service.
Can I please just call you Scrambles? If I have to call you by the whole thing, can you please repeat it? Because I lost focus halfway
No,
through.
that's totally okay. You could just call
There
me.
will be a test later.
Oh shit. Scrambles for like a leather book that he can take notes in. Shoot. Okay. I did mention I was never good at studying. Um, great. So Scrambles, Toggen, River Chaser, and Sylvanas Bugbear, big ass Tiefling. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
I mean, if they haven't told you any other names, that's totally correct.
The bugbear goes by
I'll
God.
take the silence as a yes.
Bugbear goes by
Silence
God.
is a yes.
Yeah, God.
And the tiefling is a big ass tiefling. You nailed it.
Again, silence is a yes.
Well, do we want to get out of this town or do we want to hang out here? I feel like out of game the DM wants us to be here, but I don't know. It seems like a sketchy town. They just like have shitty stuff going on. Who knows? That's what Scramble says to
You see that
everybody.
the inside of the inn is nice and comfortable as you guys come in. There's also a restaurant, but there's also food here. And they, come over and ask you what you want to drink. Are you going to be spending the night? It is sundown. You guys are in the shadow of the mountains, so it's been dark the whole time. It's about 5:30 in the afternoon. You guys have been traveling all day. You had a big fight, so you are pretty tired.
Okay. Do they have somewhere I can put Tantar? Does he go in the stable with the horses?
Yes. Yep.
All right, cool.
So you guys can choose whether or not you can. If you're staying at the inn, it costs you 2 silver, or you can pay 1 gold. They have 2 individual, like a suites available with larger beds and more private seats up at the very top on the top floor. And those are 1 gold each, and there's 2 of them available if somebody wants to stay in there. Otherwise, they're smaller rooms, sort of like college dorms, and you share a bathroom.
Well,
Anybody staying in
apparently
the
they're-
expensive places?
Of course.
No.
Yeah,
It would be
I'll
great
take
to
it
share a
later.
room with somebody so we can like block off the door. Just since Boblin got snatched at night, who says that we aren't going to?
Well, it's actually in the
Agreed.
middle of the afternoon, but that's okay.
Oh, never mind.
He was napping.
Exactly. Yep.
So Scribbles will walk up and ask if he can have the 2 top rooms, and I'll pay for them. So that way our party has the suites that are adjoining.
Well, God
Or next to each
indicated he
other or
wanted one,
whatever.
so
That's what I'm
Yeah, I
saying.
do.
I'll pay for them
Sure.
for us.
Awesome.
I want our group in those suites if possible.
so everybody's gonna cram into those 2 rooms.
There are 2, 4, 6. There's a lot of us now. Never mind. Dang it.
There's 5. There's 4 normal people and a goblin.
Well, the
So-
goblin's taking up a lot of space.
Yeah, I mean, that's so inconsiderate.
I have a giant axe and
Yeah.
horns and a cape that billows, but it's probably him that's taking up all
Mm-hmm.
the space. So, how many is it? Like, are the big rooms upstairs like one bed or two beds?
Yes, they're
this like
individual beds for individual
Oh,
people.
okay?
It's like a king size bed ish, between a king and a queen ish, that size.
Okay.
Two of you could sit there. I mean, you would probably bump into each other and
Are
wake
there,
up spooning, but you could do it.
Are the rooms under us available for rent?
Yes,
Under the
2
big
silver
rooms?
each. Yep.
Okay. I will buy uh 3 of them. Is that enough to sleep everybody if I get the 2 upstairs and the 3 downstairs?
Yes.
That's 5 rooms. Yeah. I'll do that and then we'll play a fun game to determine who gets the suites. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, sounds good.
Cool.
Whatever you say, boss.
All right.
So it's 6 silver and 2 gold.
Taking it out right now. Doing it. Okay.
I feel like Scrambles is going to make up reasons why Boblin is ineligible for the games.
No, Bobbly can play. Anybody can play. We're doing an arm wrestling contest. Whoever first and second place. I'm just kidding. We're not going to do an arm wrestling
No,
contest.
no, let's do the arm wrestling.
We're going to do, I don't know, chalk. Oh, I have 8 pieces of colored chalk. Perfect. So we'll put all of the chalk into a bag, and then each of us will pick one out, and whoever gets the green chalk and whoever gets the red chalk gets the rooms upstairs. Sound fair?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Now, between me and the DM, Scrambles would like to try to cheat and pocket a green chalk, like
Okay.
have it in his hand. I'd like to do like a
Guess the
sleight of
rogue-
hand,
yeah, we
a
do
sleight
it.
of hand check just to see if I can pull one over on everybody.
Okay. So go ahead and do your sleight of hand.
I'm waiting for the nat one in which he
Actually,
proceeds to eat
Boblin-
the chalk.
Yeah, that one.
Actually,
1, 2, 3, 4.
I was gonna do this before you said you were gonna do the sleight of hand. Bob was going to try and sleight of hand to get that into your own pocket. They'll
Oh.
basically do what you were doing for you somehow with sleight.
He
Well, I
looks for the green chalk and it's not there.
I have advantage.
Wow. 19, 21,
Oh.
1. Okay. So
Not
whether or
paying
not
attention
Toggin
to-
wants to say anything,
Unlike some people in this place, I am not paying attention.
so whether
Here's,
Toggin says anything, you do see Scrambles pocket one of them. And
Package. Yeah, that's-
Boblin, you see as you're getting ready to do it, you see him do it as well. So you don't need to do that.
Yeah, it's just I just like oh, I just stopped.
All right,
Somehow
so
Probably
Scrambles
notices
ends
that,
up
like,
with both
Bob
the
looks like he
green
was about
and
to
the
go
red
do
chalk.
something, and he just stops.
right. All right, so Micah, how did you want them to roll?
Yeah.
There's no roll. I'm just gonna throw them all in a bag, and everybody can just pull one out.
Right, but
Okay,
in
yeah, no,
IRL, they have to roll to determine
Oh, how many
who
people
draws
are
it.
there?
There's-
1, 2, 3, 4.
So it's D4s, D6s, D8s, D10s, D20.
I just don't know how many people
percentile.
we have. 1, 2, 3,
It's 4 of 'em.
4. 4. So roll a d4, and if you get a 1, you get the red one.
Yeah, but all 4 of them could roll a 1.
We'll see. Oh, I get what you're saying. We'll just do a percentile, and whoever gets the best percentile. Unless everybody gets a
You
1.
roll a
which is
d4 and assign a number to each person.
fucking crazy. I like the percentile way. It's funner because I don't get to tell people to roll percentiles often.
Nice. 7 is
By
the number to beat. Ooh, 8.
8. Holy shit, we're wasting. Please Please don't roll a 1.
All right. Kendrick, we need a percentile. You're the last one.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I was playing this.
Yeah, you're in. You get your own room, but you're gonna find out.
All right, so Jackson gets the red chalk.
Cool. So Jackson and I will be upstairs, and then the others will be under us in their own respective rooms,
Okay.
unless Boblin doesn't want his own room. But I have
I would
already.
very
Well,
much
he
like
already-
to room with someone.
He already has a room, but
Like I mean,
You can
I do already have a room, but like I
move
would
it.
like to room with someone.
You made room with me.
I'm going to give Taugen my sending stone. And so Jackson has the other one.
okay.
And say if there's any problems, just bang on the ceiling above you, and we'll come
Okay.
down through the floor.
And Toggin gives Scrambles a knowing look. I always knew the green chalk was your favorite.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't say anything else.
It tastes the best.
I will have to get you more.
I mean, I was going to say like I'm glad green's your favorite color, but now I'm just worried.
It is alright. He is not dead yet.
Life's too short to not eat a little bit of chalk every once in a while.
He's worried because
No, I
red
was
is
more worried about
act-
him eating green things.
red is actually better, tastes better than the green. So and Boblin would know that. So that's why he's worried.
I mean,
Okay, so you guys get a long rest. Let me push the long rest.
Can I take some time at night to start up that garden?
Like I said, there's stuff already in it. So yes, if you want to work on it and take stuff out, put your own stuff in there. Absolutely. Yep. Give me a
Yes.
herbalism check.
Instagram is freezing on me.
All right. And what were you looking to do?
He wants to take out the stuff that is in there already. And then he has 3 different plants already that grow in the dark. So he would like to try to put those 3 in there.
All right. So you're taking out everything that's in there and putting the ones that grow in the dark in there.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, with the 17, you have. I would say that it takes you less than an hour because what you're taking the stuff out is pretty simple. Are you going to keep it, or are you going to give it to the people here because they have gardens? What are you doing with the seed? There's small plants to larger plants.
I mean,
So just to clarify, this isn't extra dimensional space. It's not just a 3x3 plot that's folded up and then it unfolds. It is a magical
yeah.
little bag.
Yeah, Tuggin. Actually, no, these guys were super rude to Boblin. This stuff is going towards our rations. So
Okay.
it's just gonna be like seasoning and like fluff for so we're not just straight up eating like hardtack all the time, you know?
Okay.
Okay, so Scrambles is going to, before he goes to bed, he's going to try to jam as many of these cat lady body parts that he has in his bag of holding that him and Toggin took apart earlier into the box thing that he has to send back to Adabra. And he writes a little note. It just says, what are those things called? Catty wampuses or something like that? Wampus cats.
Wampus cat.
Wampus. Yeah.
Scribble says, I got this Wampus Cat. I don't know if it's useful or not, but I'm going to send it to you in pieces. If you don't want it, just leave a note saying you don't want it, and I'll stop sending parts of it. Yours truly, Scrambles, the Heartbreak Kid. And then he sends it. He puts it in the box and he closes the lid.
All right. So you're able to send the whole thing.
Oh, cool.
And you're just you're not able to get the mix right for the alchemist fire.
Just like talking while you're, messing with your bag on the other side of the room. Boblin's like mixing together various vials, and then you just hear that poof as just smoke of off his face. Ah, shoot, I uh, always get the mixture wrong.
You know, I find the recipe for witch's fire to be much more efficient than alchemist's fire.
Which fire is that?
It is a little funny that we are bunking together because I can also make that, so it's good. It's good.
We could like trade back recipes kind of deal.
So Huggins like looking over. He's like kind of doing his own thing, but then he like looks over every once in a while, kind of like with like a judgy look, like I wouldn't do it that way.
So you see, he has some notes, some little handmade book, and the writing in it is clearly not his. It's very fancy, very different type of writing than the notes. The rest of the writing in on the outside and stuff. The notes that Bobbin made himself.
That's cute.
It's the only other thing of note that night when you like get ready to go to sleep. Uh, Boblin kind of like gets on all fours, seems to like kind of go away, and he like kind of kind of curls in on himself, and he kind of sleeps kind of like a cat, just in a little curled up ball.
Yeah, just at the foot of the bed.
All right, next morning comes. Don't forget, got in if you wanted to. You can change your spells.
Yeah, I think I'm good for the time being, although as many times recently as I've wished I had prestidigitation to fuck with somebody, I might. I don't think it's a cleric spell, unfortunately. Cantrip, I'm not sure.
Yeah, and you can't change
The
cantrips
cantrip.
every day.
Oh, they cantrip.
Only on a
Cantrip on
when
them.
you level up, you can. They have something similar for druids and stuff, but not. I don't think they have.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or
Probably
they have
just as well on a
thaumaturgy.
paladin.
Thaumaturgy is the closest thing,
Right.
and that's pretty close, but not quite all exactly.
Yeah, I wonder
Right.
if dancing lights is this part of.
So the morning is clear. It's no longer raining. You guys see the White Plume Mountain off in the distance, a few miles away, as it's spewing its smoke.
Guys, but I originally he came here to try and help find some people who might need some help with the whole bounty that's supposedly up in White Plume Mountain here. But if your guys are going elsewhere, I'm yours for the foreseeable future.
No, that's where we're going too. So that
I
works
believe
for
you
us.
are just in your.
Well, hopefully my skills can be of use. He gives like a fancy bow.
So You guys are about 5 miles away.
Okay.
Um,
Can my dude stay here with our mounts?
yes. So, also, Bobbin, you've heard of that.
Forget what I named the guy. Didn't I name him like Chicken Nugget or something crazy like that?
It is in the.
Didn't he have a name when you found him?
I don't know.
It
Yeah, part of
is.
ownership. You get to rename things.
That's a human person right there.
He's a slave. At least as long as you're paying for him.
That's literally not what a slave is.
Tyson Chicken Fingers.
That's right. His name is
Is
Oh
in
Tyson.
my
Mitchell.
He's a
gosh.
dapper and proper gnome.
Well, I mean, if we're headed up to the wipe to the mountain, I have heard of this, location supposedly on the way, called Dead Knoll's Eye Socket. A small little natural cave. It's kind of in the side of a hill about 2 miles from the plume. Or it might possibly be a way in the mountain, or might just have something of note to look at.
I'm up for it. I like an adventure.
So
Do
basically,
you
your
know
choice
the way
is you can
there?
leave your mounts here, or you can leave your mounts in the cave here. They'll be paid. They'll be taken care of and fed every day. And it'll cost you a little bit, or you can pay for the food, the feed and stuff, and have Tyson do it and hope he doesn't get attacked in the cave.
I'd be happier if they were here.
I agree.
It's not that big of a deal. Tyson doesn't really want to see combat. I don't really want him to see combat. You know, he's no Iron Mike. He's just Tyson McChicken Fingers. Before we leave, I'm gonna meet with Tyson in person, in private, and I go, "Hey, I want you to try to find a really cool, unique mount for Boblin, something he could drive or ride with us while we're gone. And I know it's more work for you, so I'm gonna give you a raise if you find him a cool, unique mount, or if you can trade somebody here for a cool, unique mount." And then I reach into my bag, and I'm gonna give him 1,000 gold. And I say, "Hey, be good with the money, but get something cool."
Please don't run away.
I'm not gonna give him 1,000 gold. I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna give him.
5,000 gold.
I'm gonna give him. That's a lot of gold to give somebody. I'm gonna give him. How much was my elephant again in gold?
400.
Okay, I give him 500. I give him 500 gold.
Uh, I'm just gonna real quick point this out or say this before you actually do this, as you're like going over debating how much gold to give this guy.
Yeah.
You overhear Bobble like talking with Taugen. Is like, well, I mean, if we're gonna go, I do have to go say hi to my mount first, my little pet pet mount before we leave. Make sure she's doing all right.
Oh, Boblin, you have a mount? I stop walking towards Tyson McChicken Fingers.
Uh, yeah, no, she's out and about. Lady Maury Whiskers. Yeah, just the most adorable thing you'll see. Um, yeah, no, come on, I'll introduce you on the way out. She likes to wander about. She doesn't really like the insides of the cities, and the city didn't really like her either. So it's a win-win.
Huh.
So
Okay.
like we'll walk outside and uh Boblin will like walk off to like off the road to one side and just kind of yell, "Oh, Lady Maury!" And then you like hear thud 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 as out like coming out of the shadows that's like saber tooth panther looking giant cat that you saw earlier jumps out and like pins Boblin to the ground and then starts, messing with him. And it's like, it totally looks like the cat is about to kill Boblin, but like then he's just laughing. Ah, I was like, okay, I'll done playing. Well, um,
That's cool.
I believe he may have
Scramble,
it covered
big
already.
ass tiefling meets Lady Mori, my Moorbounder mount.
Just very cool looking. So Scrambles
Yeah.
will
I mean, I kind of owe her a life debt. She also owes me a life debt, and we've been repaying it over and over since we met.
nice. Just like
You seem to be fond of these life debt concept.
I mean, a good deed deserves another, and it's just kind of how I was raised, and it seems to keep happening to me, and just happens.
All right, so the other two, you guys should also have roles.
Scrambles instead of
Yeah,
paying money for
Fancy
that.
Grams is trying not to let me.
Scrambles will instead just give Tyson McChickens and Fingers 5 gold, and he says, here you go. Thanks for watching the animals while we're gone. And here's some spending money just in case you want to do something while we're out. And if you need to charge more time to the suite that I'm in, feel free to do that and just have them put it on my tab. Scrambles the death dealer if you want to rent the top room for yourself while I'm gone. I'm going to treat him well.
All right, so he comes back a little while later and says, yeah, I had it's all signed for, and animals will be taken care of.
Thanks, Tyson. You're killing it. Is Tyson getting
Love
ranked
that.
in animal handling for handling the animals? Be like a level 20 animal handler. He's basically just like Steve Irwin.
That's right. Um, speaking of animal handling
Wait,
checks, though,
I can do it.
for yesterday, I need a animal handling check for Godin and Scrambles and Boblin.
What about me?
Y'all with
Yes.
your weird ass mounts.
You already have your mount is already trained.
Okay.
Oop, did not mean to roll that twice. Hey, 21.
All right, and Godin, need an animal handling check.
Oh no.
Okay.
Using my inspiration.
Okay, you can use your inspiration check.
Passable.
Better.
And what did Scrambles get? 6.
Dog shit. That's what I got.
Okay. You don't lose anything. He just doesn't get any closer.
I mean, elephant more like, right?
I'm
You're
just
getting
so good
dog
at
shit
other
from
things.
training an elephant. You are doing the wrong thing.
Yeah. I'm just so good at doing other things that I know I'm not good at this, and it sucks. Like, can I just do cartwheels around the elephant until it decides that I'm really cool? Because I get a +8 if I'm doing acrobatics.
Yeah. So
That's
as
called
of
being in the circus.
now, on the 29th, Tantar will be trained. The 30th, Lady Whiskers will be trained, and on the 1st of Chess,
Yeah.
Stay Longer will be trained.
Cool.
All right.
I am
the
just
other
saying, you do not need to.
Go ahead.
I am just saying, you do not need to train anything if you just walk everywhere. It is good for you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I got short legs. Also, I was kind of adopted by my pet.
Yeah, and elephants are cool.
Like, as I'm saying this, like I'm being like kind of lifted in the mouth of Lady Maury Whiskers. Just like
And
so
you
I'm
are
like
sure that she does not
slightly like
desire
about
to
waist
eat
height
you,
now.
correct?
Oh, I 100%. She's had multiple times the chances to.
All
It's
right.
all play, and I just like scratch the ears, jump down.
I do agree with you. Very cute.
Yeah, you get it.
Tobin does get it, yeah. His clan used to like train like ice wolves. So like he is used to a different version of cute.
Ah, dog person. I see. Well, we could still work together.
All right. So you guys start heading toward White Blue Mountain. Here it is. Holy snikey, it took me forever to find it. Your bastion turn arrives, and it is Toggen's turn to roll for the bastion. So what happens is on the as the 24th arrives, uh, the greenhouse does its poison. The laboratory crafts its poison. They research equipment protection. The smithy crafts a +1 spear. Your stable purchases mules, and your barrack recruits. What happens is when you're not there, is you have a uh, basically a maintain order, and then Toggen, you get to roll. Let me find the table. All right, go ahead and roll on that.
I haven't gotten anything.
All right, let me try it one more time.
There
Nice. Okay, so
Treasure?
I will read it and then roll it once we.
Too.
Bastion. All right, so treasure. Your bastion acquires an art object or magic item determined by rolling blah blah blah. How this bastion acquires this treasure is up to you. It might represent an inheritance, a gift from a guest or an admirer, a theft, or a fortunate discovery. You are not in the bastion, so you can't claim it immediately. Otherwise, it's placed in storage until you can claim it. So, let me tell you what it is, and then you can tell me how you guys got it. Nice. So it's a rare. It's an uncommon magic item.
Cool.
So do you want it to be arcana, armaments, implements, or relics?
Yes.
Hmm. Uh, I'm
Relics good.
thinking either implements or relics, so I'm just gonna roll evens or
Relics.
relics. It is.
I don't know.
All right, so you guys came up. Again, you don't know this yet, but you obtained a potion of animal friendship.
Nice.
How did you? How did your Bastion end up with it?
I think maybe somebody found like maybe Klein was exploring and found like a hidden panel in the wall
There you go.
and found that in there.
Okay. All right, and who do you want to roll next in a week?
Who rolled last time?
You.
Oh, okay.
You just rolled.
I thought somebody had done it before.
On the 18th, I did not note who wrote it. Who
I think I did. At one point, I chose to make like a weird portal thing in the dungeon at the Scrambled Banner. I
right?
think I did that.
Okay, let's have
Yeah, I think there's one
let's
where you
have
like hire
Jackson
somebody to
roll
like make a
next.
secret portal or something like that, and I think we did that or I did that. I'm not sure.
Okay.
You want me to roll something?
In a week, 7 days.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are heading out. You start moving toward the White Plume Mountain. Give me a survival check. Obviously, you find the mountain,
Will do.
but now you had to find a way in.
Okay.
I got it.
Were you each supposed to roll survival, or was it just one person?
Talian's rolling survival.
That's a great question, Boblin. We're all decent at survival around here, but Doggin's the best. He usually steers course for us, but we always point out things to make it easier for him.
I'm more of a city person myself.
Amen.
Well, in cities, I will happily pass that over to you. I do not understand them. Everything looks the same. No good landmarks.
Marks when if you look hard enough. But I guess that's the same way that I normally view a lot of nature. Yeah, sounds good. Happy to help. Can someone carry me? I am very short, and you guys have long legs.
Yeah, sure. I'll carry him.
Great. I am now just like scramble on your back and kind of like sitting on your shoulder.
All right, so you guys, with your 23, you're searching, you're looking, and you find that there are tracks here and there, but most of them end up being they follow along for a little while and then stop, or they've been covered by an avalanche, or they're go back down away from the mountain. So it's hard to find specific trails that are going to lead you into the mountain. That one. All right, give me just a second here as I'm looking for the stats. There it is. All right, and so as you're working your way along, you come to this series of drop-offs down below you, and give me a percentile. Jackson, you can give me the percentile.
Okay.
Oh, I still have your mounts as green. Not bad. All right, so you're starting to work. You come around, you turn around the corner, and let's see. Go. You the ground opens up, and I need initiative from everybody.
Oh, great. It's not too bad.
Well,
All right, Jackson, Boblin, Scrambles, Tricks, Cree, Nightmare, Stay, and Tansar. All right, let's try this again. So you are heading to the south. And right now you're actually, you're going east, but to follow the winding trail to the south. There it is, shared. Thank you. Okay.
Okay. How steep is that cliff again?
So I'll go ahead and put the grid on it. So each 5 feet of dirt is also 5 feet of elevation. So
that's the way we're traveling.
right next to Toggin. So you came from the bush, came from here,
Okay.
and are going this direction. You came
We're going to
along
okay, we're going
here,
to the west. Got it.
around the rocks, around the bush, and came down here, and then you're heading to the south. But you're following the path
Oh, okay.
instead of trying to scale down these things. It's easier just to walk around them. Those are patches of snow.
Lindsay.
So the gray wall to the north is a cliff, and it is higher, and to the south is lower.
Okay.
All right, and out of the wall next to you, this worm comes shooting out and goes to attack.
Ew.
Scrambles.
Yucky.
Just like home.
What a pretty thing.
All right,
Good God.
trying to close this. Close this. Minimize that. Close Bristol. All right, so I'll go ahead and take the shot, and then I'll. Why is Boblin moving? Oh, because he was on top of Tug, and that's fine. All right. All right. So it misses the bite as it goes to bite him, and its tail whips around and tries. Let me put you guys in. Okay, everybody else was in squares. Okay, so tail whips around and tries to sting. Got it. All right, you save. Is it? I believe it is half. Let's make sure it works. Yep. All right. Boblin.
Um, immediately kind of like hops off and back behind Taugen, slinging his little staff sling, um, out, and as he kind of draws it, he immediately goes into a swing without loading it, and as in motion, this little like uh, wind kind of forms in the sling and goes flying towards the.
So if you're going to be attacking from the ground behind him, you're going to be at a -5 because you
I
can't
will
see. You
take
can
the
move.
-2.
You can move around to get a clear shot, but from where you are, you can't see. You have these tall people in front of you. Go ahead, take the -2.
Legs, but okay, yeah. I'll just I'll take -2 for this time. I'll move next time. And that would be this pick.
All right. So you can see in the chat that it automatically applied it. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Woot. As this little bolt of air goes between Taugen's legs, and it's the creature right at the base of one of its teeth, um, kind of knocking it loose, and how sensitive a teeth can be when it's hurt. Yeah. Uh, Sorry, new character as I'm remembering everything I can do.
So you have your
Um,
cunning
That's fair.
action and your movement action.
I will move to over here to where the snow is, and I will use my bonus action to hide in the snow.
All right, so give me a
Um,
stealth check.
in the tower.
Okay. So
Hey,
I looks like I don't have stealth turned on. All right, so I'll have to turn that on. All right. Anything else?
nope, that is it. You watch
All
as
right.
Boblin goes running and he just disappears.
Jackson.
um,
Can I move around scrambles here and get to this side over here?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'll do that then. I'm gonna whack him. The whack attack with, come on, baby, do something good. There we go. Indeed. 15, once again, with the axe. And we not too bad, not too bad.
All right. And Godin, if you could remove the aided by healers kit from him because he's not aided by it
That's right.
anymore.
Yeah, give me a second. Almost there.
Toggin.
Okay.
You no longer have a monkey on your back.
Aw.
I'm okay with that. Okay. If I just don't want to be next to this guy. You know what? Toggin will go ahead and step back by like 10 feet. And then I haven't cast this in a while, so I'll go ahead and try it. He will go ahead and cast Witch Bolt.
Which bolt?
That bolt.
Okay. I have it here. Go ahead and do your
Alright, so I
casting
go
yourself.
ahead and make an attack.
So Godin, this lightning bolt is very close to you.
Don't go to your right.
All right.
Alright,
I've seen
Spencer.
him use this before. I've seen him use this before. It should be okay.
It's been a while. So this blue energy, it looks like lightning, but it like moves like water. And it lashes out and has like a steady stream between between Toggin and this purple wormling.
Oh, cool.
I don't know why this is being so difficult. So try it again. There we go. Okay, now. Okay. All right, I'll get to that in a minute. All right, the ground bursts open as this thing tries to bite Godin.
Its favorite food.
Dadgummit. There we go. And it misses. So he goes and tries to sting Scrambles with his tail. And as the poison pumps into you, you save, so you only take half damage.
Ooh.
Scrambles.
Scrambles is just gonna attack. He's gonna do his normal thing. He's gonna pop out his echo and then attack through the echo. So I will do that. Key. Boom. Okay. And then attack through the echo. And damage. Second attack. And then I'll just grab them quickly for Boblin. Ooh, look at that. Crittles. Boom.
Woo.
So Scrambles runs up, or is kind of shaken by the worm jumping out and biting at him, and he pulls out his axe, pops up the echo, and then the echo sinks the axe into the worm, pulls it back out, and finishes cutting the stupid worm's head off. It is great. There's blood everywhere. Most of it gets on Godin. Some of it gets in Godin's mouth. It's all over Godin.
Specifically gotten.
The rest of us are a little covered in blood too, but not as much as blood Godin has on him.
All right, so Godin, you are covered in blood.
Hmm.
Through
Thing fell
nobody's
fairly
fault, you
quickly.
know.
Thing fell fairly quickly, though.
Some of it
Question
might
is,
have
are there
even
more
got
of
your
these things? They came out of the ground, right?
Well, the one below you
Yes.
came out of the ground. The one that he just killed came out of the side of the cliff there.
Anyway, all right. I'm just gonna attack it with my mace. But first, I'm gonna move myself around to the side of it over here. So I get a little bonus action there. What does that give me?
Noise.
+1.
Noise.
Why don't they have a freaking +1 in this thing?
If you want, you can do the +2 in modifier and then go over and do -1.
And
He's not wrong.
that'd be
The
it. You think
normal way.
that'll be it. Is that the end of the round? Or are we gonna continue, or are we still have more?
It is not the end of the round yet, as a third
I know what he's gonna do.
worm
Well,
comes up.
that was the end of the first round, wasn't it?
No.
It was the first time I went, so that would have been the end of the first round. It made me a big noise at the echoes down. I see a 2 on the rounds.
I don't. I see a 1.
I
I'm
still
not
don't
sure
see a
why
one.
you see 2.
Mine shows it too, but
And
okay.
then the stream and everything else, it says 1.
Interesting.
As this thing bites at talking.
Wow.
I was gonna say, how did it win?
I'm gonna go ahead and use my Stone's Endurance for this. Still gonna roll that.
Alright, you also have to make a save. The target's a smaller creature. So, nope, never mind. It can't swallow you because you're too big. But it can try
Oh no,
to
I'm in danger.
stab Godin with his tail. And does not clink. Alright, now this is the end of the
By
round.
the way, guys, these are for sure babies. You guys know that, right?
As now it's the end of the round,
Rumblings.
and we will go ahead and stop here. Thank you guys for playing.
So weird.
Welcome,
Thanks for
Nick.
DMing.
Thank you for
Yeah.
running this for us. Yes.
So now we have
Congrats
Boblin.
for
on
letting me join.
joining this.
Your witch bolt just goes away, correct? Because the target died.
Yes.
I nerfed it made it more powerful, quite a bit more powerful, but I don't think you can switch targets. So yeah. All right.
No, you let it, if you miss the spell, you can maintain it and try it again the next round, but I did not miss, so.
All right. All right.
Nice.
So that goes away. All right, guys. Well, hey, we'll be back here next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Sunday is more of the people finding stars. So don't forget to come back. And whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day. Say goodnight, guys.
Good night, guys.
Good night, guys.
Uh,
Good night, guys.